she was shot in the back, so she had to be running away from them. Odds are they never got a look at her face. It's worth a chance, Bill. I'm about the same size and coloring.
My daughter thought she could make it by going to bed with important men.
It's not going to take an Einstein to figure out if she lives. It fingers you two guys and that idiot.
What did you think? That they'd let you go?
Arnold must think this group's gonna make it. He's serving the A food. But he'll come out all right. He always does.
Is that Ship Arnold?
I've known you too long to do a pitch on you. I wouldn't do that with any critic. These kids today are too much, believe me.
Big man himself. White hope of the record industry. Was anyway, till Santorini Records booted him out for taking payoffs.
Well, he's not doing too badly with his own company.
I mean, these five guys make sweet music. There's not a lot of loud stuff, you know. This is really cool. They're musicians. There's a lot of counterpoint in what they do. You know, it's really beautiful. It's like Bach. It's unbelievable.
Very attractive.
Watch it. He chews up girl singers.
If it means a record, I may take my chances.
If you listen to every cut on this album, I can tell you right now what your review is going to be. A rave, huh? You listen.
Shep, what's this party gonna cost?
I'll know when the bills come in. Oh, come on, Leo. Give me a break. You can't sell a new group without spending some money. Will you stop worrying, man?
I got a call about the financial statement this afternoon. I'm afraid there could be trouble.
Okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Relax. Have a good time. Hiya.
Hello.
This is going to be over at 8. Could you stay?
Well, I don't know. I did have something planned. But I'll think about it.
Hiya, Sheila. You looking good. Huh? How you singing? I want to hear you sing.
Hi.
Hi yourself.
Tell me, are you and Evel Knievel still pen pals?
I could have used him out there tonight. The next time Ad Vice wants to borrow me, I have a message for you.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about that.
About what?
They want to know what you're doing Saturday.
I'm going to a wedding.
Whose?
I don't know. I'll find one. I won't be the bride, and I won't be wearing this.
It's kind of a shame.
Why is she so grumpy, he asks.
No, I know why she's so grumpy. It's because she's tired and hungry. And I also know what she needs.
I know what I need.
No, you need to go to Vinny's with Pete and Joe and me. Vinny's is cooking up one of his specials for us.
It's the grime in that stinking neighborhood. It soaks into every pore. What's the special?
Listen, how's this grab you? Swedish meatballs with potato and cabbage pie.
I'll pass. I'm going home to take a bath as soon as possible for as long as possible.
You need any help with your buttons?
No.
Sure, I'm very good at scrubbing backs.
My back is not what's grimy.
Yeah, well, listen, you know, in some circles, I'm known as a relentless grime buster. Trust me, I'll find it.
Speaking of grime busters, where are Pete and Joe?
Pete and Joe are finishing up the reports on the Myers thing. I'll be back in a minute. Hey, listen, are you sure you won't go with us?
No, thanks. It's really dragging. I'm going to borrow some of your bubble bath.
Just try not to jump over too many trucks.
I'll see you in the morning.
It makes absolutely no difference if you say the cocktail party is from 5 until 8. You still have to smoke them out. What do you have?
Brandy, small. Do you always lock your office door?
Our cleaning lady has the worst timing in the biz.
Oh, I see.
One small brandy. Coming up.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very lovely, Jan.
Jean. And I'm very talented, too.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
The tape. Remember, I broke my date because you said you'd listen to it?
There's plenty of time for that.
But I worked very hard on this tape.
Honey, I'm sure you have.
The tape.
Later.
Well, maybe I should come back later.
You know, that's very expensive brandy. We mustn't waste the good stuff.
I don't really dig brandy.
Oh, I see. You just came here to talk music. Okay. Okay, later. There shall be music. But now... Who is it?
Leo, it's important.
Come on. Wait in here. This'll only take a minute. Coming. What is this?
We're here to have a chat on behalf of the boss, like about $900,000 worth.
I already talked to him. Every record company loses money the first year. Now, why don't you children take a little walk?
Because the man ain't happy with your under-the-table deals.
Listen, punk. I work here from 10 until 7. And right now, I'm busy.
Well, that's too bad, pal. Because you're gonna work overtime tonight.
I'm busy.
Sit down and listen. Now, look, we had a chat with your bookkeeper, Leo, today. He said there isn't any money. Now, that's a problem. Now, we had to talk with the distributors. Either you come up with the dough, or you're gonna get your pretty face messed up. You idiot. Those were not the orders. Somebody's in there.
What's going on up there?
All right, come on, let's get out of here. You sure there was more than one man up here?
I heard him running down the stairs. There were at least 2.
What about the girl? You know anything about her?
No. Arnold always had something going after every party. I had strict orders not to poke my nose in when the lights were on.
I see. Okay. Thanks very much.
Is she still alive?
She was when we sent her to the hospital, yeah. Barely. Yeah, I figure the girl must have waited in here, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I'd say she also saw it happen, too.
Either saw it or heard it. This door might have been closed. Whatever it was, she got scared and ran down the hall.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Mrs. Arnold's waiting for you downstairs in Coleman's office.
Already? How's she taking it?
She seems to be taking it okay.
What'd you do with those keys you found in Arnold's personal effects?
Having them checked out.
Good. Listen, if Perino calls, I'll be back. Mrs. Arnold, I know what you've been through. Actually, this really could have waited for a while.
I would have been here sooner, Sergeant, but the children were almost hysterical when they heard what happened to their father. If you have any questions, please ask them.
Okay. Can you think of any reason why anybody would want to kill your husband? Did he have any enemies?
On which coast? When I married Shep, he was attractive and decent, but all that changed with success. When he was president of Santorini Records in New York, he fought with everyone. Singers, PR men, his staff. Anyone who tried to take the limelight away from Shep Arnold.
What about his record company out here? Anybody out here?
I'm sure he had the same trouble. Not to mention his financial problems.
What financial problems?
I'm afraid the company's bankrupt. Shep doesn't have a cent.
Mrs. Arnold, apparently there was a young lady waiting in your husband's outer office. She was shot up pretty badly. Do you know a Jean Mercer?
Sergeant, she was just the last of a long list. The best thing I could do was look the other way for the sake of my children. I wish I could be more help, Sergeant, but I can't.
Everything will be all right, Adele. I'll tie up all the loose business ends.
Mrs. Arnold, I appreciate your coming in. Believe me, I will not bother you unless it's absolutely necessary.
It's all right. Call me anytime, Sergeant. I was very much in love with him once.
Hi, Bill. Well, who else would it be? Well, I was just, never mind. What hospital? Okay, I'll be right there. Yeah.
Dr. George Freelick, please report to the third floor nursing station. Dr. George Freelick, third floor nursing station.
Hey, Pep.
Oh, yeah, Bill.
Yeah, these long days are getting to me.
I know.
Any change?
She's in pretty bad shape, still hasn't regained consciousness.
Did you find out any more about her?
Well, we found her address book, and I called her mother. It turns out she's an ex-big band singer. Do you remember Lila Mercer?
Lila Mercer is her mother?
Yeah, she's on her way. Maybe she can help us.
I doubt it. I talked to the guard. He said this girl was just another one of Arnold's one-night stands. I doubt the mother will have much to tell us.
I'm Lila Mercer.
Miss Mercer. Hello, I'm Sergeant Crowley with the police department.
Yes.
Sergeant Anderson.
How do you do?
Well, I get a call in the middle of the night, and then they keep me waiting downstairs for a half hour.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Mercer, but we have to be careful.
Isn't that a little late?
You can see your daughter only for a few minutes.
Will she recover?
It's a little soon to tell, but the doctors are hopeful.
How many times a week do you use that speech? I can take the truth.
The doctors are hopeful. She's in room 302. It's down the hall.
Frank Gluskin, room 224, please. Dr. Frank Gluskin.
Mrs. Mercer, if you don't mind, we'd really like to talk to you for a few minutes.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
We know it's a difficult time, but we have to find out all we can about the shooting.
Look, I said I can't help you.
Do you know if your daughter ever saw Shep Arnold before tonight?
What difference does that make?
Well, she was in the office with him at the time of the killing.
Yeah, well, she'd be in anybody's office if she thought it would help her career. Only tonight she made the big mistake.
Mrs. Mercer.
Look, there's no point in hiding the truth. My daughter thought she could make it by going to bed with important men. Now, I sold millions of records, and I never had to do that.
Yes, ma'am. You see, that's really beside the point.
My daughter and I haven't spoken for years. She lived her life, and I lived mine. Bye.
Thank you.
I tell you, listen, why don't we send her some flowers on Mother's Day?
You buy.
Sergeant Crowley, please.
Crowley.
This is Adele Arnold. I was wondering if there's any news.
Mrs. Arnold, I hate to tell you, there just hasn't been anything significant at all. We're right where we were.
What about Miss Mercer? Is she still in a coma?
She's not regained consciousness.
I don't know what to do, Sergeant. I've had to take my children out of school. Because of the TV coverage, people have been asking all sorts of questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I guarantee you, you'll be the first to know as soon as I hear anything.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That's perfectly fine. You call whenever you like. Should take your kids out of school.
Mrs. Arnold?
Yeah.
We're nowhere.
How about making a fresh pot of coffee?
I hate my coffee.
They'll drink anything. Hello, Crowley.
We tracked down one of the keys we found on Arnold's desk. Belongs to a safe deposit box at the Southwestern Pacific Bank, Lakeview branch. I'm here now.
Is it registered in Arnold's name?
No, it isn't. It's in the name of Andrews. But I showed the lady here a picture of Arnold. She thinks he's the same guy.
Okay, Joe, listen, just hang in at the bank. I'll talk to the DA and get a court order.
Will do. Sergeant's on his way over. Mayor?
Talk about operators.
As they say, somebody had good reason to knock off Arnold.
Right about that, 100,000 of them.
$850,000? How could he have held out that kind of money without somebody finding out about it?
Well, my guess is that somebody did find out about it. I just wish we could bring that Mercer girl out of her coma.
Suppose you arrange for her to talk. Suppose we spread the word that the girl is recovering and she gave you a complete description of the killers. Think they'd make a move?
Pep, I've been all through that. The girl's life is hanging by a thread. I'm not about to turn her into a target.
She was shot in the back, so she had to be running away from them. Odds are they never got a look at her face. It's worth a chance, Bill. I'm about the same size and coloring.
I'd hate to turn that hospital into a shooting gallery.
Well, what if I fixed it so we didn't have to?
Then I might buy it.
All I need is some help from the ever-loving Mommy.
So you recall.
You got it, boss.
But Tuesday is just as bad.
You know, everybody thinks the Andrews sisters had the big record, but I outsold them 2-1.
Sounds great.
Yeah, well, it's nothing like the noise they call music today. Wait till you hear this one.
Mrs. Mercer, please, you still haven't answered.
No, I got it. You want to pose as Jean? As a matter of fact, you remind me of her. And the idea is you're going to recuperate in your mother's apartment. And all you're asking me to do is to risk my life.
We'll have the apartment house covered. You'll be completely protected. I'll be with you the whole time.
Oh, sure. Haven't I done the mother bit? Isn't that enough?
If Jean does recover, she's still in great danger. She saw the killers. They know she saw them.
Well, that's her problem. Maybe next time she'll be more careful who she goes out with.
Mrs. Mercer, she's your daughter.
Yeah. I get all choked up about the poor kid.
I'm sorry I wasted your time. I'd just like you to think about this. If anything does happen to that girl, you're gonna have to live with it.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Wait a minute. Well, look, how long would I be cooped up with you?
Couple days at the most. Everything's set to go.
Mr. Garson?
Come on in, Eddie. Shut the door.
Look, Mr. Garson, I'm sorry.
Sorry? Well, at least that's some consolation. That trigger-happy idiot who was with you guys. He's sorry, too? Is he?
Yeah. Look, sometimes things...
Yeah, I know. Always happens so fast. The girl. She see you?
No.
Then you're sure about that?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
Second-rate punks. I can't trust anything to anybody these days. All right, Eddie. Let's get down to some facts. You work for me. Fact. A few people are aware of that. Fact. Now, it's not going to take an Einstein to figure out if she lives. It fingers you two guys and that idiot, and it all starts falling down right on me. Fact?
Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Garson. To figure out what we can do about it.
We? What we? Where do you get we? You, Eddie. You, pal. You got us into this. Now you take it from there.
Right. Okay. All right.
Hello, boss. William, just heard the local news. Jane Mercer's out of the woods and gave a complete description of the killers.
You spread the word around she'll be recovering at her mother's apartment?
We covered every mob in town. We did just about everything but printed on the bar tabs.
Good. What about the apartment? You got that covered?
Yeah. Ever since Pepper drove over to Lila's apartment, we got 6 men, 12-hour shifts.
Okay. Why don't we pull 3 of them off for the night? We'll take it. Let's see that stakeout.
Gonna take a laser beam to get in there.
Yeah.
All or nothing.
Could you turn the music off for a little while?
If it's love,
I just thought you'd like a little entertainment. What's going on?
Nothing important.
Well, look at this trouble. I want to know about
Mrs.
it.
Mercer, don't get upset. It's nothing. Is this Jean?
Yeah,
If you feel the way you do, why do you keep this around?
she was my daughter then.
She must have meant a great deal to you then.
She meant the whole world to me. I spent 300 days a year on the road, sleeping in buses and playing towns you never even heard of, so she could have everything. She sure paid me back.
What'd she do that was so terrible?
She just destroyed my life, that's all. Look, I let you move in here, but that doesn't give you the right to poke your nose into my business.
I thought you might want to talk about it.
Well, don't waste your breath. No one could ever forgive Jean for what she did. No one.
What'd she do?
I said don't waste your breath, huh?
Yeah, I'll get them. Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, let's see. Well, we've got 2 girls in bikinis and a dirty old man nearby pretending to read. Let's see what else. Anything around? There's 2 new guys look like they could be ours.
They are ours. We also got a couple of guys spotted on nearby terraces. You can reach them on 12 by 59.
You mean I can relax?
Just stay away from those dirty old men.
Everything all right?
Don't worry, a mailman can't even get through.
Looks legit. Better check him out anyway.
Roger. We're checking on the company now.
I thought you said we'd be protected.
All right, now get away from that window.
Why did I ever let you talk?
When you calm down, it sounds like it's all right. Now just relax.
Okay, both of you out the back. Now, come on. Come on. Come on.
Take it easy. I just got out of the hospital.
Come on. Get out.
Police! Freeze! Freeze!
Everything's okay, Pepper. We've called for an ambulance. Are you all right? Sergeant Anderson, are you all right? Can you read me? Get in there fast. We'll cover the garage.
All right, get in the car. Get him in the car. Come on. Come on.
6 men stationed at that apartment house. Now, how the hell many did you need? A regiment?
We never figured they'd hit us from behind.
I don't believe this.
In case you're interested, they cold-cocked Damore.
I don't give a damn about Damore. They've got Pepper Anderson. You understand what I'm saying? Those killers have got Pepper Anderson. Did you get out a description of that car?
It was a blue sedan. We never did get the license plate.
You didn't get the plates. That's terrific. Hi, what do you got?
Yeah, green job.
All right, Miller, get him out. You never saw us, right?
Have I ever?
Hey, Freddie! Leave your number on this blue thing.
Where are you taking us?
Relax. Somebody wants to talk to you. Lila Mercer. You know, when I was a kid, every time you played the Paramount, my old man would take off from work to go to see you. He thought you was something else. So did my mother. She hated your guts. Lila Mercer, that's all she ever talked about. She even threw an eggplant at him once. And here we are today. The old man's kid riding in the same car with you and your kid.
No, but you don't understand. She's not
There's
my...
no point in trying to con them, Mom. I saw what they did to Shep.
Well, don't listen to her because...
No, oh,
What's the matter with you?
the stitches. I think they tore. I told you to take it easy. Okay, if you want Arnold's damn money, take it. But please, let us go.
What money?
Oh, don't play dumb with me over $800,000.
Where?
In a safe deposit box. In my name.
Miller, pull up there at the next gas station.
I have to use the restroom.
All right, come on, make it quick. Miller, watch him.
What did you think? That they were going to let you go if you told them I was a cop?
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Do you really know where the money is?
Yes.
Well, how did you ever get the safe deposit key?
I don't really have the safe deposit key. I'm going to have to fake that part with my locker key. And you're going to have to keep your mouth shut and go along with it.
I'll try.
You'll do more than that. You'll do it.
Hey, let's go in there.
Just give us another minute. Ladies take longer, you know.
I wish I had your guts.
Yeah, well, it turns aren't any.
All right. You come up with the dough and you got a deal.
I don't have the key with me. I left in a hurry, remember?
Where is it?
Well, nothing yet. Pep's gonna be all right. You know that, don't you, Bill?
No, I don't know that, Pete. Do you know that? You know she's gonna be all right? How do you know that?
But I do know one thing. It's not going to do us any good to sit around thinking about it. That I do know. Everybody's on it, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Can I bring you back a sandwich or some fruit or something? All right.
There's nothing around here that even smells like a cop.
Huh. They're probably down at the station getting hell for letting you slip by them.
All right, is that the one?
Yeah, the yellow one.
All right, come on, let's go.
It's in the glove compartment.
Well, get it. Come on.
Hey?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Hey, what's going on over there?
All right, come on.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, take off.
Beatrice, put me through to the police fast.
Crowley.
Sergeant Crowley. I'm the manager of the Mercer's apartment house. I just saw a green sedan pull out with Mrs. Mercer and your policewoman with two men. Sergeant Anderson okay? I don't know. They got out of here real fast.
You stay where you are. We'll be right there.
Pete? Joe, let's go.
All right.
The banks are closed now. Where are we going?
I'll let you know.
Look, you've got the key. You can't get into the safe deposit box without my signing at the bank. I have to sign.
When it's time to let you know, I'll let you know.
Oh, hi. Hi, Sergeant Crowley. Hi, I'm Tuttle. I'm the one that spoke to you on the phone.
Yeah?
Listen, I was just on my way upstairs when I saw them over here. And just like in those TV shows, you know, I didn't touch anything. I left everything just like it is.
Yeah. Was this glove compartment open like that?
That's just how I found it. I didn't touch anything.
Yeah. Give Investigator Stiles here all the details, will you?
Yeah, you want to come this way, please? Give me more of a full description of what happened.
Pete, why would she come all the way back here just to go through her glove compartment? Why the hell would she do that?
Your boss has nice taste.
Come in, please.
All right, come on. In there.
This is Mr. Garson.
Jack? It's Lila. Lila Mercer. Don't you remember me? I used to play all your clubs back east. What are you doing here? I thought you ran all your operations from the coast.
I'm not running any operation from anywhere. I'm retired.
All right, let's get down to business.
Sit down. Because of my friendship with Shep's wife here, I supplied all the necessary financing for Arnold's company. That was a mistake.
Your boys took care of him, didn't they?
What'd you expect? The money in that safe deposit box belongs to me, if you've got it.
I've got it.
Tramp like you could have walked out on him. Why'd he take the chance of putting it in your name?
Shep knew I wouldn't play any games. Not like his sweet little wife here. Oh.
I want my money, Miss Mercer. Tomorrow the boys will take it to the bank to see that I get it.
Until I find out what's going to happen to us.
Don't worry, Miss Mercer. I'll arrange for passports and a couple of plane tickets. But don't make the mistake of coming back.
No, we won't. We won't, Jack.
They can stay in the West Wing overnight.
Wait a minute. Boss, you're not going to let him go.
Let's do what you have to for now.
All right, come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
The Mercer girl, she's very attractive.
Yeah.
You know, from right after the honeymoon, it was one girl after another. Sometimes I think it started during the honeymoon.
Then was then. Now is now. My plan's working out fine, huh? And when it's over, we'll go to Rio or wherever you want.
Strange how it all started, isn't it? Shep made me go to you for the money. Then than had happened between us.
Ever been to Rio?
Never.
It's beautiful. We'll take the kids. They've got beaches, shopping,
No.
boating.
Let's just go, the two of us. I'd like to get away from everything for a while. What about Mercer and her daughter?
Adele, baby. The minute we get the money, the boys will take care of them.
Brought you a cup of coffee, Bill.
Pete, I don't want any coffee. I don't understand why we haven't heard from somebody out there about that car.
I don't know.
What time is it?
11:30.
Two in the pits, huh? Frustrating. I should never have let her go in there alone. I should have had somebody else in that apartment. She shouldn't have gone in there by herself, Pete.
I think I'll give Joe a call. I know he's worried.
Why don't you put that away? You're not reading it anyway. Try to get some sleep.
I can't. I keep thinking about tomorrow and those goons out there.
Worrying about it isn't going to help any.
Yeah, well, Garson won't keep his word. I know him. Everybody in the business was scared to death of him. And that woman, the widow?
The widow. She's something, isn't she? But just don't worry. I'll try to come up with something. If you can't sleep, try to relax. Why don't you pour yourself a drink?
I should have figured something like this would happen. Anything that had to do with Jean always ended up in disaster.
Why do you hate her so much?
I don't hate her. I just don't want to talk about it.
Did you ever think that if you got it off your chest, you might feel better? And sometimes with a stranger, it's easier.
Is that what the psychology books say?
What'd she do?
Have you ever been in love?
Mm-hmm.
Did you marry him?
No.
Well, I did. I hit the jackpot. I mean, the whole wonderful thing.
You mean Jean's father?
Him? Oh, no. He was one of the all-time losers. We got divorced when she was a year old. And then I became mother and father to her, and I spent most of my time on the road paying the bills for my little princess. I never figured there'd be anyone else in my life, not with musicians. And I got lucky. Did you know Alan Carter?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he was one of the big ones, up there with Dorsey's and Harry James. He was a good-looking guy, sweet and decent. We were married for 5 beautiful years, and I thought I had it made. But there was a joker.
But I can guess.
Mm-hmm. My little princess. She just adored her stepdaddy. She always greeted him with big hugs and kisses. Then one night I came home from the club. She was 17 then. Pretty. Real pretty.
Figures. Did it ever occur to you that maybe it was his fault?
That's what she said.
There it was, huh?
A couple of weeks later, they both left. And it didn't take long for word to get around that Lila Mercer was drinking and unreliable. The highest paid club act in Vegas. Couldn't even get a job in a 2-bit strip joint.
Well, that explains a lot of things.
Now, maybe. Maybe it was my fault.
I doubt it. I think it was probably nobody's fault. Just the way it ended up. Que sera, sera, you know.
You have a good time today. I'll see you both at dinner. Sally, take good care of me. I hope the ladies spent your rest all right.
No trouble.
Take the blue car this morning.
How come?
I talked to Jack. He thinks it's wiser if we switch.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. We've got to go through with this.
For what happens when we get to the bank and they won't let you in the vault?
I'll worry about that later. Come on. Got to go.
What happens?
Think about that.
Let's go.
Hey, you're not back in 10 minutes. Don't bother looking for your mother.
Look, I said I'd get the money. Don't stay so close. I have friends here. $7.14, please. $7.14.
This way, please.
Thank you. Are you sure you pushed that around?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I pushed it.
I was going to find something to fill this.
There's nothing here except the bank money, and I can't touch that.
Okay.
Listen, I can get in trouble. Give me that. What are you going to do with this?
Here.
Pour it. Oh, all of it?
Yes, hurry up.
Okay, thanks. Report about a silent alarm at Southwestern Pacific Bank. A suspicious vehicle had just pulled up with 2 men, 2 women. One of them could be Pepper.
It's almost 10 minutes. I hope she isn't pulling anything.
Oh, she gave you her word. She'll keep it.
What's going on here?
Oh, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, let me have it. Give it to me. Come on, give it. Give me it.
Police, freeze! Stop it!
Put him on top.
All right.
You gotta be so bright. I would so.
All right, you did it. You did it. You help me pull it off. It's all over. Come on. Honey, good.
Dr. Frank Bluskin, please
Thank you.
report to the information desk.
Crowley, yeah. Hey, Perino, what's up? How much?
Dr. Callahan.
You're kidding.
Call 125 West.
Get that transcribed as
Yeah,
quickly
okay,
as
thanks. I'll
possible,
talk to you
will you, Dick? Thank you. She identified the same 3 men, not that we need it. Who was on the phone?
That was Perino. The judge is holding Garson and Adele Arnold on a $100,000 bail.
Ah.
Garson uses that kind of money for petty cash.
Yeah. So, what else is new?
I'd like to have a talk with that judge.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Lila.
Hi.
I got your message. Are you sure she wants to see me?
Yes.
Dr. Graham.
She's a pretty good dame.
Hi.
Mama.
No, Joe, listen, why don't you both go home? I'm tired. I'm not coming in. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, okay, bye.
What do you say we get cracking?
What do you say we go by Vinny's and have a good stiff drink?
Nice, huh? How things turn out sometimes.
You are a real sentimentalist, aren't you? You know, you're beginning to sound like one of Lila's old records.
Oh, huh. They weren't all that bad, you know.
You kidding? They were terrific.
What's so funny?
Huh?
What are you laughing at?
I never told you this. But when I had my first love affair, they were playing one of her records all through it.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Betty Jean Short. She had freckles all over her face. We called her Peanut Patty.
I don't believe you.
Hey, what do you say we stop up at my place? I'll see if I can dig up that old record.
I think we better stop off at Benny's and have that drink.
Small sport.
Your mother was the victim of the oldest bunco gang in town, the Pigeon Drop.
Is this yours?
If we get emotionally involved, every time some lady walks in here who's lost her bank account, we'll end up basket cases.
All right, I want in.
Sister, you gotta go.
Honey, you want another sample. He's behind me and he's coming up fast.
What's your location?
Are we any closer, Mrs. Klein? Was her hair this long?
Well, maybe it wasn't so. Oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I just can't.
Mrs. Klein, why don't we forget about their faces for a minute? Do you remember if there was anything unique about their voices? I mean, did one of them have an accent or a brogue, anything like that?
Oh, they were so sweet, so kind.
They stole your money, Mrs. Klein. They were thieves.
That money, it was everything I had to see me through. What can I do? What can I do?
What do I do? I'll tell you what she does. She dies.
All right, Bill. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Pete.
Anything?
No, she's not going to be much help to us. We might as well scratch identification.
Well, you can scratch her bank account, too. And they really got it pretty good this time.
Yeah.
Left her with a fat balance of $67.43.
Not even enough to buy her a wooden box.
Pepper, will you stop being so overly dramatic?
That could be any one of us. You realize that when we reach her age? You think she planned it that way? To be old, alone, piecing out her money so it'll last till she dies?
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. If we get emotionally involved, every time some lady walks in here who's lost her bank account, we'll end up basket cases.
Well, those sweet, lovely broads that ran their game on her, they stole the one thing that let her live with pride and independence. If she's like the rest of the women this has happened to, she'll be dead in a couple of months. I'll go get her tea. But you get somebody else to tell her that.
She's my good friend, you see. She always waves to me when I'm on my way to church.
This is the police. Open the door.
Then I saw her.
Mrs. Fisk, are you there?
And that's when
Jerry, we're gonna have to kick this door down.
At that moment.
Mrs. Fisk! Mrs. Fisk!
Jenny, are you in here?
Are you sure she's at home?
Well, she's got to be. Maybe she's in her bed and can't get to the door. No, don't you go. I'll go. You just frighten her. Jenny? Oh, there's Bozo. Is your mommy in here, honey? I'll go see.
Jerry, contact homicide and have them meet us over here for a possible dead body.
Oh. Well, what is it? Closed coffin. Closed coffin is always better after an autopsy.
You've been through this before.
No thanks.
Yes, there's nothing but old people left on this street. Death comes as regular as a paper boy and a lot more dependable. Why, Mr. Mitchell said that he went to 3 funerals on one clean shirt the other day. Here, don't hold back on the cookies.
So you went over to see if there was something wrong?
And to apologize. We had a real set-to on Friday, Jenny and me.
Mrs. Ray, homicide called us in because...
About the money. Yes, I know. That's just what I wanted to tell you. On Friday, Jenny runs in here, all twittery. She'd been waiting by the bus, and she met a lady down there, a widow lady like her.
Pigeon drop.
Did she give them any money?
No. She took everything she had out of the bank. But then they scared her, and she ran. That's why she was killed, isn't it?
It's possible. We're looking into it.
Have her children been notified?
Children? People our age don't have children. They have all grown into strangers. That's all life amounts to. Bearing them and having them turn into strangers. Jenny has a girl. I phoned her this morning before you got here. She lives upstate.
Oh, at least I found the dress. She bought it for my father's funeral 15 years ago. Now if we can find the brooch Dad gave her.
Mrs. DeWitt, we may not find that brooch.
Oh, it has to be here somewhere. She always wore it.
That's just it. She probably was wearing it. When they found your mother's body, the collar on her blouse was torn. I'm sorry.
That's horrible.
Yes.
I mean, they kill someone and then they... I don't believe it. I mean, why would they steal that and then leave something as valuable as the tea service? Wait a minute. Where's my father's medals? They were my mother's prized possession, his medals. The Croix de Guerre and some others from World War I. She had them hanging right there on the wall in a shadow box, and they were just beautiful.
Hi.
Yes.
Who is the police department? It's Sergeant Anderson.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hi, Pete.
Please, Joe.
Hi, Pep. We were in the neighborhood. Thought we'd stop by and see if you got anything.
No. Mrs. DeWitt, we're virtually sure now that Your mother was the victim of one of the oldest bunco games in town, the pigeon drop.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know what that means.
Well, it's terribly complicated. How do we explain it? Do you think we want to try to show it?
Sure.
To her? Look, I'll be your mother, and this is a park bench, and or a bus stop, any place an older woman would sit. And these are con men, or in this case, women. Now, we just sit here. How do you do?
Hello. I'm respectable and I cry a lot.
And now she casually mentions to me that her husband has just died, or her son or daughter, and she's just collected the insurance money, and she shows it to me, thousands of dollars. And then the other one just happens along.
That's me.
The partner's usually black.
And I just happen to be here.
That makes it a little easier to look like we're not friends.
And it makes it easier for me, Con, too, to play the part of a maid, cleaning lady, nurse, etc.
Mm-hmm. Now, then she goes into her act.
Why, looky here.
Now, she pretends to find a wallet filled with money and no identification. Now, here's the important thing, though. Inside the wallet, there are markers. You know, like policy slips, exacta tickets, things that show that the money has been obtained illegally. You know, like through gambling, things like that.
Now, look, darling, I don't know nothing about finding no money.
First move. She claims to have a boss in an office around the corner. So she says she'll take it to him. She does. She comes back, she says everything's okay, the money belongs to us, we can split it 3 ways. But the boss has kept the money. He wants each lady to come up alone and prove she can handle money. And for him, he says that's to show that she has a sizable earning or savings.
Right. Now, for me, that's easy. I pretend to go and show him my insurance money. And then I come back and show her my share.
Mm-hmm. But what about me? I'm just waiting for the bus. I have no cash on me.
Well, honey, you certainly must have some money. I mean, in a bank or someplace.
Well, yes, my savings account, I $6,000-7,000.
Why, darling, that do just fine.
You bet it will. Now, so one of them, she hustles me off to the bank, and I'm so confused. I'm your mother, whoever, and I withdraw all my savings. But her boss has now become itchy. Doesn't want any more strangers coming up.
So you stay right here, and I'll take it to him, you hear?
So she takes my money, in a few minutes comes back, all smiles, and says, it's fine. All you have to do is go up and collect your share. So they send me off on my merry way to an address that doesn't exist. And when I get back, they have melted away like snow.
That's cruel.
Yes, it is. But unfortunately, an awful lot of people are greedy, and that's why it works.
But they didn't get my mother's money. She brought it home.
No, she didn't buy their story, but they got it all right.
Pep, Joe and I are going to have to take a ride. I don't know, but I got this postcard this afternoon, and I had this picture of a pizza parlor on it. It didn't make sense to me then, but now I want to check it out.
All right.
See you back at the office, Pep. It's nice meeting you.
We're not open for business yet.
Well, look, we're here to see Mr. Ottoman.
Oh, yeah, him. Well, he's in back.
Behold, the Reverend Otto Ottoman. Otto, please. Too much, huh?
Too much for what?
For me. For Reverend Otto, High Priest, Secretary, President, Treasurer, the Joy in the Morning Tabernacle. Oh, gentlemen, I have seen the light. Would I lie to you?
Otto.
Well, let me rephrase that. Would the city-wide and universal mail-order school of divinity lie to you? My diploma. As of Saturday morning, that pizza parlor in there will no longer be a den of pasta. It will reopen as the joy in the morning tabernacle.
Otto, my friend, I got very funny ears. And right now they hear the sound of a ripoff.
Well, precisely why I sent you that card. I thought we could strike up an agreement whereby the opening of the tabernacle would not be interfered with by the police.
Mm-hmm. Now those funny ears hear the sound of us scratching your back and you scratching ours, right?
Crudely put, but succinct. Gentlemen, it has come to my attention that you have been making enquiries around this town regarding that most venal of crimes, pigeon drop.
Scratch a little harder.
In my quest for souls, I've heard that a former competitor of mine is now among us. And he dwells, as the good book says, where the woodbine twineth and the waters rolleth freely.
And so, Otto?
Well, gentlemen, I've given you a parable, and a parable's a mystery.
I'll tell you what, Otto. If we solve this trip, there's going to be high times in the Joy in the Morning Tabernacle. But if we don't, no more dress up.
Mm-mm.
Where the woodbine twineth and the waters runneth freely. At least that checks out.
Hold it. Let's chalk one up for Otto. That's Benny Bates.
It's one of Otto's former competitors.
Mm-hmm.
He's out on parole.
It is. It's got to be.
What?
That sure fits the description of the brooch Mrs. Fisk was wearing.
You sure?
I'm positive.
There's nothing we can do about it now. I don't want to make a move till we can pin it on all of them.
I wonder
Wonder what?
how long it'd take me to learn to walk like that.
In advance.
In advance. Pay the man.
Refund if you check out before 5.
Well, there's not much chance of that, is there, honey?
No comments.
Here you are, number 10. Plenty of privacy.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
I don't believe it.
Looks like an old James Bond movie, doesn't it?
Black satin sheet?
I like it. Where you want this stuff put?
Oh, the little one up on the dresser.
Okay, here you go. It's kind of homey, though, isn't it?
Depends on where you grew up.
Look at this bed. Oh! This is fantastic. I hope you brought your Dramamine.
I'm getting seasick just looking at you.
Oh, now I'm beginning to hope Pete and Joe don't call too soon.
I'm going to get out of this ridiculous outfit and get into some working clothes.
Why do I have the feeling there's somebody up there looking back at me?
You know, we could be the first couple to spend the whole night in this joint.
How do you feel about a little television? Ha! Call desk for selections of adult movies. What grabs you?
Nothing, I hope. You really going to turn that on?
Uh-huh. Then I'm going to see if it turns me on.
Who says crime doesn't pay? I wonder how much Benny's giving up for that pad over there.
Oh, you can always go back to your old job, Silky.
What? I'm ready to retire, man.
Hey, that's nothing. Just some cleaning lady. I wonder what she's lifted in that bag.
Probably a dead biscuit.
You think so?
It ain't moving. It's not a bad-looking broad. It's Benny's chick, man. There's the other half of the centerfold.
I like the way she looked yesterday better. I'm gonna go phone Lola Getz.
Pete?
Right. Well, whatever Lola wants, we just got.
Oh, yeah, where are you, Pete?
We're still at Benny's pad. We're just getting ready to split. Now, the light one looks like the PTA just voted her Miss Congeniality. The dark one looked like about $8 an hour plus car fare.
Lisa?
We'll meet you on the radio.
Turned off. They're headed for the park.
Makes sense. Old ladies coming home after a day of just killing time. Maids headed for buses.
Just remember our emphasis is on the one man who's calling the shots.
Think we can pull them out?
That's what we get paid for.
They're casing the park.
Looking for a bus stop?
Could be. They're turning into Chambers Street. They're parking.
Okay, boys, thanks.
Tell him we'll take it from here.
The boss says we'll take it.
And isn't it hot today? There's the hanky. Here comes the sob story.
Henry used to love her.
We buried him last week.
All
I have left of him, sniffle, sniffle, is his insurance money. Oh, there, dear, I understand. Yes, I lost my husband too. But you'll get over it. We all do. Oh, great. Look what I found. A wallet. Look at this. Huh.
Oh, that's great. Pigeon gun on the bus.
I wonder how you translate that gesture.
That's a pretty long gesture for a four-letter word. The maid is taken off. I guess they're gonna try it again. Just why not? This must be the best spot in town. All the retirement homes in this area, there's a bank about a block down the street.
What do you think? We ought to just play this one by ear?
Yeah, let's let him run with it. I think I'll send Joe home. See if he can still fit into his old uniform.
Do you mind, ladies? You were giving an Academy Awards performance. The envelope, please.
This a friend of yours? This ain't nobody's friend.
Except for that big man in blue, right over there. You put that envelope in my hand or he'll be here before you can scratch where you itch.
Honey, I got just one word for you.
And that word is help. You move and you're in big trouble. Officer, help!
Yes, what seems to be the trouble, lady?
See, I did it.
What is it?
Shall we tell him, girls?
Somebody better tell me something and tell me fast, okay?
Well, my friends keep telling me that I'm crazy the way I walk through the park like I do, and I say they're fraidy cats, that we've got the best police force in the world right here. All I have to do is yell and I'll have all the help I need. I know it isn't legal, but we make bets, and we put the money in an envelope, and whoever wins, well, she's got the envelope, and I won. I know it isn't legal.
Well, I guess I can't lock you up for a little gambling this time. Best police force in the world, huh?
And the best looking.
Thank you.
Come on, be a sport. Pay up. Give me the envelope.
Well, I guess in that case, ladies, we have to pay up, huh?
Now, I'll just write my name and address very plainly so everybody'll know it's mine. Oh, you don't know how much help you've been.
Thank
See,
you.
I told you they were wonderful. That's for being so nice.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you today?
What have you got in mind?
I'm on duty.
Well, I can't speak for my friends here, and I can't stop you from calling me. You saw me right down where I live. Evenings, like tonight, if I'm not home around 7, I'm usually in a heap of trouble.
Well, now, let's hope that doesn't happen, okay? Ladies, have a fine day.
Thank you, officer. All right, I want in.
Sister, you gotta be off.
Honey, you want another sample.
Rip off? She didn't only rip you off. She used a cop to do it.
Go on, tell us how we should have done it, Mr. Boss Man.
You gotta be something else.
Name it.
I've got a name for it.
All right. Now, what's the punchline?
I already told them. In.
Sorry, baby. What I need, I've got. Except the cash.
Let me tell you something, girls. When a set of muscles like this stands between you and the door, there's only one way out. Something missing.
She put it in there. I saw her.
Sorry about that. Your hired help was so busy trying to figure out how to get me thrown under a moving car, they didn't notice when I dropped the envelope in a mailbox. And even with postage due, there's nothing going to stop that mailman from delivering it to the Charles Motel. You sure you've got everything you need? Well, then I'll just be running along. Smile, ladies. I'm telling you, they're really cagey.
Yeah, well, I think I've got an idea that might move you in a little tighter.
Okay, just shut up and I'll get you a lawyer.
Raina?
They picked her up. Parole violation. How? How did they track her down? She changed her name.
Cops?
Cops don't knock.
I knew a nice man once who said he learned one thing in the Army: never raise your hand to volunteer. But he was a klutz anyway.
I should have known.
What's she talking about?
Oh, I just dropped by to say as long as one of your cozy family decided to retire, I might step in. And look at all the money I've saved you. You don't even have to take out an ad in the paper.
You did it.
Honey, you got an awful lot to learn. And you might as well start right now. If we're gonna work together, you can't blow it like you did this afternoon. We've got to polish the act. So smooth it'll slide like satin over bare skin.
I ain't working with her.
Tell her, Benny.
I'm not working with her. You can't trust a broad like that.
He knows that. He knows you can trust what I do. And that's what it's all about, isn't it, Alfie? Tomorrow we'll talk about our business arrangements, and that's what it is. Business.
Maybe we should drink tonight.
When I need a Boy Scout to help me across the street and open doors, I'll call.
I've earned my merit badges.
Then go home and rub 2 sticks together.
I don't like wasting time.
You are, Benny. I've been looking for something for a long time, and maybe you're it, but that's something you're going to have to prove. I know what I'm worth. I know what I have to offer. I'm not going to settle for somebody who nickels and dimes little old ladies.
Then we're headed down the same road.
As I said, prove it. You can start tomorrow. And until then, I'm sure you won't spend a lonely night.
Good night.
is it?
Paul Newman.
You're on.
I don't believe you. Who writes your dialogue?
Whoever it is, remind me to send him a check in the morning. Benny wants us to run a game tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I heard. We sure got to come up with a plausible victim. Are you really going to try to sleep on this thing?
And spend the night hanging over the rail? No thanks. That's my spot. I gotta get out of this microphone.
Oh, you need some help?
Just watch your TV.
I've seen everything they have to offer, including the selected shores.
Use your imagination.
You know, if we run that game tomorrow afternoon, it's got to do two things.
Yep.
It's not only got to bring a couple of roaches out from under the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to provide us with enough physical evidence to exterminate them.
And as you said, we need a very special victim.
I have a brilliant idea. I think I know exactly where to find one.
And when I lay on these hands, you're gonna feel the spirit rise right up through you. And you're gonna raise up your arms and say, where's the free soup? This is not a mission.
You can say that again.
So in conclusion, a short prayer. Go thou and do likewise. Sister Clara, if you please.
Just exactly what does go thou and do likewise have to do with anything?
Why, that's the beauty of the scripture, sister. It can be interpreted in so many ways.
Hello, Otto.
Well, did
Clara?
you catch the show?
Yeah, I was back there in standing room only.
Well, I must apologize for the size of the crowd. I suppose my costume put them off. But you did notice that I did not violate my parole, nor was I associating with any known criminal.
Looks to me like you're not associating with much of anybody, Otto.
Yes, brother. The road to salvation is a lonely road. Why exactly are you here?
Well, I tell you, I need a mark.
Sinful, shameless, not me.
No, as a matter of fact, I really had more in mind your associate here.
I've served my time.
Oh, yes. Sister Clara, she's been rehabilitated.
Yeah, well, I gotta say this for you, sister. You sure play a nice piano. That's a very nice piano. Don't want to put any pressure on you, Otto, but you don't mind if I check the serial number, do you?
Oh, if you take away our music, that's like heaven without the choir.
304168. I think I'll just run that up at stolen property.
Sister Clara. Sister Clara, have you no charity? Why, the Lord and the police work in mysterious ways. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Now rise, Sister Clara, rise, and go all of you and do thou likewise. Move it.
Okay, let's try it again. Just think of it. A third of this money can be yours if you can prove to her boss that you can handle money.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'll go right down to the bank with you and let you clean me out.
Clara, come on, will you?
Listen, I know it works. It always worked for me. Maybe you got the wrong mark. What you really need is a little old lady instead of a lady in her prime.
We'll fix you up. We'll do something with your hair. We'll really
Let's
make you look
take
good.
a break, okay? Huh, Clara? Why don't you grab yourself a cup of coffee?
Coffee ain't what I need.
Yeah, well, why don't you try it anyway? It's been out there long enough to be 80 proof by now.
Terrific.
It's one of my best ideas. It's not gonna work. She's been on the other side of the fence so long, it's like asking the Indians to play the cowboys.
Well, we don't have time to find anybody else.
Maybe we just better ask Reverend Otto to pray for a miracle. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll just keep my eyes shut.
Well, if you want to see the play, I'd open them. Here comes Betty Davis now.
Did you ever have a feeling there was a dam right behind your head that was about to bust? Look at her. She's not even on the right bench.
But I wouldn't worry about it, Bill. Pepper will find her.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Oh, my. You're a widow, too.
You're doing real good, honey.
Clara, if you don't stop coaching me, I'm going to give it to you right between your blues.
Just trying to tell you that you're doing...
You tell me nothing. You are a poor old widow. Remember that.
That must be sweat and blood.
Well, it's a little late to give her a transfusion.
Part of this get-up you gave me, it just... Well, it ain't me.
Well, it better sit good fast, because here she comes.
This isn't yours, is it? I thought I saw a wallet. Oh, finders keepers.
Let me see the money. Oh, my goodness.
Is there anything in there besides money?
Just these.
Looks like race tickets and...
Tell you what they are. Mr. Rich Man must have been a gambling man. And from the looks of the take, I figure it to be... $10,000. He must have hit the exacta. And if he hit the exacta yesterday, why, the payoff must have been, let's see.
You a gambler?
Oh, girl, let me tell you, No, goodness gracious, no. You see, my husband, my late husband, he played a little bang-tail bingo.
Bang-tail bingo? Now what's she up to?
Well, I tell you, the girl's got more action than Saturday night at the roller derby.
Clara, you almost blew it.
Don't worry about me, honey. Of course, it does feel kind of spooky being the mark instead of the marquee, if you know what I mean.
Well, I guess we might as well relax and wait for step number 3.
Here she comes. If we ever make it out of step 4, it'll be a miracle. You guys keep an eye on Dee for me while I talk to Pep.
Well, I hope you heard that loud and clear.
Oh, I wish I hadn't. What do you think?
Well, we can't risk it. If she's not onto us by now, she will be in a minute.
Listen, it ain't my fault.
No, but you said enough to get us in trouble, so...
I told you from the beginning, no way could I be a little old lady in tennis shoes.
Clara, it's my fault. I just should have paid attention to you, that's all.
It's okay. You want to get her home?
Yeah, I'll get her home.
I better get back before Dee does too much heavy thinking.
Why don't you do that?
I'm really sorry. It's just that
Clara, let me tell you something.
I've been rehabilitated, you know what I mean?
Don't sweat. It's tough for you to go straight, I understand that.
Where is she?
I cut out. We picked the wrong mark. She started asking too many questions. Come on, before she gets too many answers.
You know you blew it.
All right,
knock it off.
Shut
up, the both of you!
Never worked before.
Amateurs, that's what you are. You're amateurs. If you think I'm going to run this game with a lunk like this, you're crazy.
Keep it up and you're going to get what you're asking for.
She's all yours.
Sit down!
Here's a few dimes. When you know what you're doing, call me.
And I'm telling you, Pepper, it'll work. It'll still work. Look, I chose the wrong broad, that's all. I made a mistake. I'm entitled, right? Yeah, all we gotta do is just find the right little old lady, somebody who'll swing with it.
What do you think? Do you think Mrs. Ray would work?
Me? Act? Why, I used to turn green in Sunday school if I had to say a piece.
These are the people we think killed your friend.
Mrs. Ray, we need your help. We need your help bad. These people are preying on elderly women.
Well, all right. I'll do it.
Here, let me check the back.
You gonna answer that? It's the 3rd ring. It's gotta be Benny.
Yeah, let him sweat. He'll call back. There. Look at that.
She looks terrific. That's terrific.
You look great.
Well, I feel absolutely naked without my lipstick.
You certainly came to the right place for it.
Oh, Don't you worry, Sergeant Crowley. I know exactly what this place is. I have always wanted to see the inside of one of these motels since I first heard about them. Look at that. Don't!
So why don't we turn on the TV and watch Father Knows Best?
Yes. Yeah, Benny, go ahead.
She won't give you any trouble.
And I'm to believe that?
You want it carved in stone?
All right, Benny. Tell Dee to meet me at the same place in the park in half an hour. There's still time for one more try today, but that's all you get. One more try. Half an hour.
We're all set?
Set.
Okay, listen, why don't you take your own car? I'll meet you back here later.
See you on the bench.
Mrs. Ray, you gonna ride with me? Okay. You sure you're still game?
Oh, I'm game.
Good. Okay. Now, I'm the bank. You come back to me for the money. But when it's all over, when Pepper sends you on your way, don't come back to me. Don't come back here. Go all the way around the corner and meet Joe.
Now, I'll be there, and I'll take you home, okay?
Now, is that clear?
Perfectly. Just as clear as all the other times you told me.
Yeah, well, sorry, it's just I want to be sure that...
It's all right. One can't be too careful.
Yeah. Okay, well, now, you're ready.
I'm eager. Now I better start thinking old. No, that's wrong. I better start looking old and thinking young. Oh, I just wish my son was here. On the other hand, maybe it's just as well. He'd probably be convinced it's time to put me away in a nice, quiet home somewhere. This is for you. For all of you. It's cookies. It may be a long wait.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ray, would you ever consider taking the entrance exam to the police academy?
No. I look dreadful in blue.
Is this yours?
Why, no, it isn't mine.
No, it's not mine.
My God.
What a lot of money. Why... Oh, and what a beautiful brooch. It must have wonderful associations for you. What are those things mixed up with the money?
Racetrack tickets, maybe they're still good.
Okay, here's the money. This is the $14,000.
It's going rather well, isn't it?
Yes, it is so far.
In fact, it's going so well that when this whole thing's over with, I may buy you a champagne cocktail.
But it's not over. Not until you make the arrest.
No, that's right.
And that's a change that I want to make. I want to be with you, Sergeant Crowley, when you make that arrest.
I don't think that's a good idea, Mrs. Ray.
It can get kind of messy.
And we just don't want anything to happen to you right now. You understand?
I see. I see that if I'm going to be in on the real excitement, I may have to take that police academy exam.
You're doing very well without it. Now, we better hurry back. She's a very clever girl. Are you ready?
Yes. For the first time, I have sympathy for the women's lib movement.
Well, we did pretty good.
14,000, not bad.
Split, what, 3 ways? Still ain't bad.
I never was very good at division, but it's all safe right here.
This your car?
That's it.
You're doing pretty good for yourself.
I take it off my taxes.
Funny. Hey, open the door.
Oh! If you see Benny, tell him I've decided to retire. I think it'd be a good idea if he did the same thing.
Girl, are you crazy?
A little something to remember you by.
You know, I think we better swing over here to First. The traffic's really going to be heavy up there by the circle.
We're going to be cutting it pretty close as it is. Because Benny's going to head right for that motel.
Be a good idea if we're there waiting.
You think it's safe to head back to the boulevard?
Looks good to me.
Bill, I think Benny made me.
You're kidding.
That's what I said. Benny's behind me and he's coming up fast.
What's your location?
Just past Oak Street, heading south on Helmsdale Boulevard.
Keep going. Don't get off the boulevard. We're at the motel. I'll request black and white assistance for you. We're en route, Pep. Pete, get on the horn and get some assistance. Follow us, Joe. They made Pep.
This is 12Y50 requesting black and white assistance. Code 3. 74 black T-Bird with vinyl top just past Oak Street going south on Helmsdale Boulevard heading toward the marina.
12Y50, Roger. 13A43 en route. I'll contact you on path
1. She's all right, Bill. 12Y52 to 12Y90.
Was it worth this?
I told you it was a gift.
From a dead woman.
Tell me something, Dee. How's it feel to take a life? What'd you use to do it with?
I didn't use anything.
She just died of a heart attack, right?
You show me a witness, huh? You got a witness, and then maybe you got a case.
Oh, we've got a witness. All we have to do is wait for them to patch up Benny.
I didn't kill anybody.
Funny, I have a feeling he's going to say exactly the same thing. And Benny's a survivor, Dee. He's going to pin it on you as easily as pinning this, which Mrs. Fisk's daughter identified as her mother's.
I'm going to give you some good advice. If I were you, I'd take advantage of this time and give us your story. Yeah, come in. Pete, did you serve the warrant on Benny's place?
Yeah. That's the first time I ever saw a real Quadagear.
Oh, he must have been a hell of a man.
Oh, by the way, we recovered $8,000.
Well, that's our case. Let's take it to the DA.
All right. Someday I gotta thank you folks for all the help you've been to me.
Let's book her and get her out of our sight. I think I need some air.
Get her booked for us, please. Now, I don't want any ifs, ands, or buts. I want you to get up to the doctor and have him look at that side.
Yeah. Listen, do me a favor and get out the crime report on Mrs. Klein and get her address for me, will you?
Mrs. Klein, you mean the first lady that ran the scam on? What do you need her address for?
I'd like to tell her we have a gift for her.
Pepper should get her money back.
Yeah, she'll get more than that. She'll get her independence back. And that's a present you don't have to put a bow on. Want to come with me?
You're gonna turn me into a basket case here.
Corporal, we gotta get to his place. There's a bomb.
I thought you said you didn't know Carbo.
I didn't know him before we made the bust.
You were at their house yesterday.
We know the people he was dealing with there and here. And then we got the real evidence. 12 pounds of heroin.
Here's what we've been looking for.
Hey, man, what did I do? Dead on arrival. He had enough smack in him to kill 5 people.
This guy, Johnny, was he one of your snitches?
Yeah. I hope that's not why he was wasted.
What kind of stuff was he feeding?
He's working on a guy named Astro Jenkins.
Oh, that explains it.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, he's been dealing on the south side about a year. That's how long we've been trying to get him. And Johnny'd feed us information on him every once in a while. He tipped us Astro was supposed to score tomorrow, very big, about £1 pound.
So what do you want? You want our help or what?
Yeah, and we haven't got enough people to tail him. I mean, not the way it should be done. Every time he's broken the surveillance.
Any idea where he's planning to make the buy?
Yeah, Johnny said somewhere around the harbor. That mean something?
Yeah.
It means you may not have to follow Astro after all. See, according to our sources, there's only one guy in the harbor area who deals in pounds. That's a guy named Carbo. Did you ever hear of him?
Joseph Carbo?
No.
Yeah, well, he's got an import business. Brings in stuff from the Orient, you know, pictures, sculptures, down by the docks.
A lot of heroin.
Yeah, we got enough probable cause on him for a search warrant. But our informant wasn't sure when he'd be holding. Looks like tomorrow might be a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get in on it with us, I'll talk to your boss.
I'll get started on the search warrant.
By 50. Mr. Carbo and friends have just shown up.
That's a Roger.
I like that, Joe, the way you said that. It was very authoritative and right to the point. There's definitely a future in this business for you.
That's Astro.
12 by 50. Here comes Mr. Astro.
We got it.
Hey, just sit tight. I want to see if he scores before we serve the warrant on Carbo. We'll tail Astro away from here before we take him.
Hello, Bob.
Hi, Pete.
How you doing?
Fine.
Traveling with you long now.
Good. Giger's getting a little restless.
She doesn't bite, does she?
Only the bad guys.
How'd you know the difference?
That's one of the problems.
Let's go. Get out of here. Out, out. Hey, man, what did I do? Come on, against the girl.
Get your legs back.
Stay against the car. Hey, Bill.
William?
Hey, what's that?
Jelly beans. Take him back to the office. No phone calls till we get there. Let's go see if we can't turn this thing into a parlay.
Here you go, Dick.
It's off.
Oh?
I don't think he did it on purpose. $20 too much.
Well, maybe next time we'll give him a discount.
Carbo, police officers. We have a search warrant. Open it up.
One moment, please, officer. 1 minute, I'll be right there.
You want to open it up, or do you want us to kick it in?
Just a minute, officer.
Mr. Carbo, I'm Sergeant Crowley, the police department. Larry, you'll open that back door and let him in. Mr. Carbo, you might want to take a look at this. It's your copy of the warrant. It just says that we think you're a bad boy, and it gives us the right to find out for sure. We'll take a look in your warehouse.
Look, I don't understand this at all.
You will, Mr. Carbo.
It's quite a place you got here.
What's that for? Oh, her name's Ginger. She does tricks.
Oh. Sergeant Anderson, would you like to do the honors?
I'm on.
Hey, be careful now. That's worth a lot.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Hey, what I said before I...
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
I suppose all these others are worth a lot, too.
I don't know anything about that. That's all I gotta say.
Well, maybe you'll think of something else to say once we get you downtown.
I won't be downtown long enough to talk to anybody. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna call my attorney
We
and have him
do
start
mind.
running a writ.
We do mind. You can call him after you've been booked.
Papa.
Hey, baby. This is Mr. Rosen, my daughter, Angela.
I heard the radio.
Yeah, I guess it'll be all over the papers, too. It'll be great for my business.
What happened?
They arrested me. Mr. Rosen bailed me out.
They said it was heroin?
I guess it was. I couldn't tell heroin from baking soda. What happened, Angela? I ordered a bunch of little statues from Hong Kong. You know them Buddhas?
Somebody over there stuffed them with dope. I guess the idea was that somebody at this end, well, either he buys them or steals them from me.
It happens fairly often. They pick out a businessman who's above reproach, make him sort of a transmission station.
You were just caught in the middle.
Yeah, lucky Pierre. Hey, you looked like you had some doubts about it.
I just didn't know.
Well, it'll all be straightened out. I promise you. How about a drink? Want a drink?
Scotch and soda would be fine.
Would you please, baby? Just the ginger ale for me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. You still do believe in your father, don't you?
Sure.
Beautiful girl, huh?
And very trusting.
Hey, that's because I'm a damn good father to her. You know, you ought to try that with your own kid, Rosen. I mean, quit yelling at him. Take him to ball games. Let him know you love him.
Let's talk about your problems, Joseph. They may be greater than mine.
Tell me.
The search warrant was flawless. The arrest procedure was quite legal.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'm supposed to defend you.
Then have your drink and go home. Look, you're a reputable lawyer. The kind of defense I'm going to have, I don't think you should know about it till it happens. This is just small potatoes, this case. Don't even get involved. In fact, when we get in court, just send me one of your assistants.
Yeah. Okay, Lou. Yes, sir, with bells on. Cargo preliminary is set for tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, Division 30.
Hey, I was supposed to have the afternoon off, buddy.
You know that you like it here. What would you do with all that free time?
Harry and I were supposed to go to Art Museum. Some people have families, you know.
Yeah, well, I got a late lunch tomorrow with the skipper. Somebody's gonna have to pick up that evidence.
I'll get it.
Whose turn is it to buy around?
Crawley.
Right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, you won't have to include me, Sergeant. You're lucky.
Where you going?
I gotta go meet someone.
Judging by that quick exit, I'd say it was a lady.
She wouldn't happen to be a police person, would she?
No way.
I beg your pardon.
No. No, she's someone I met at the university. See you.
Okay,
See you
bye,
next week.
Larry.
Bye.
I like that guy. Wish we could get him permanently. Hey, Marge. So, honey, would you bring us 3 more, please? And whatever she's drinking?
Now, why is it when I'm drinking orange juice, you're so willing to buy?
I never mind buying for you, sweetheart. It's these other 2 freeloaders I object to.
Free. And I'm not a loader.
Anyway, you don't have to worry about me. I got a date.
A date?
Huh?
Yeah.
Anybody we know?
No, but I thought I'd bring him by around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and let you all approve of him. Do you mind?
Huh?
Yes, we do.
I think it's wonderful.
Thank you very much. I'll see you all in heaven.
Can we have a drink?
You behave yourself.
Have a good
man.
evening, Pep.
Bye-bye.
Be careful.
Thanks. Well, stay away. All right, where's it hurt?
Oh, it's my leg, big guys, my leg.
All right, I'm a police officer. I'm going to call an ambulance. Don't move. Just stay right there. Excuse me, please. Please.
I'm requesting him.
years we've been trying to nail Carbo, right? 2 years of work right down the drain. 12 pounds of heroin gone because you were stupid enough to...
Okay, Bill, take it easy.
I said, Stu, of all the idiotic, ridiculous...
All right, it was an instinctive thing. I just...
This woman you hit, you know that she was a part of it, right?
I think I do now.
Oh, good.
Did you get her name?
Bronson, Jane Bronson.
Where did they take her?
County General.
Did you hear that? Get down there. Find her if you can. Talk to her. Sweat her. I don't care how much you have to sweat her. You get back to the office and fill out a report, and I want every last detail. You got that?
What about the hearing? It's starting in a minute.
Just what hearing is that?
And under the circumstances, Your Honor, the people are unable to proceed. We hope to recover the evidence, but...
But it would hardly matter. The evidence would be inadmissible. The chain of continuity has been broken.
Yes, sir, I am aware of that.
Would you like to move for dismissal, Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor, I reluctantly make a motion for dismissal.
The charges against the defendants are dismissed.
This isn't the way I wanted it. I have the right to be clear.
That's that.
How can you drop me off? I'll see you back at the office.
Sure.
Always room for another pretty lady, Sergeant.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, Sergeant, my attorneys are suing the department for the value of the statuettes.
For the entire value? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's registered to Angela Carbo.
Are you sure it was Larry in the car?
Absolutely positive. Now, he claims he never heard of Carbo, yet he knows his daughter. He volunteered to bring the evidence to court.
Yeah. Then he leaves the evidence on the front seat instead of putting it in the trunk. Of course, I have done the same thing.
And he left the car.
Well, we have enough if you want to take it to Internal Affairs.
You want to?
I'd rather not.
Neither do I. Not yet. Even if they clear him, some of the mud'll stick.
I'd rather we handle it ourselves.
Yeah.
What did you find out?
Well, she was at County General.
But she's not now, right?
Right. They stuck her in a room and told her to wait for about 5-10 minutes, and then they'd take her down to X-ray. And when they got back...
Oh. What about the address? What was that, a vacant lot?
Better than that, the YMCA.
Okay, Pep. I want you to get out and start beating the bushes. See if you can find out what's between Larry and Angela, okay? I mean, if anything.
Right.
What's the matter? Don't you want to?
say that.
Well, you seem a little reticent.
No, I said I would.
Well, good. Hey, Joe, Pete. In a little while, Barbara's going to come back here and give me his report on what happened. I'm going to read it. Then I'm going to give him the rest of the day off. He's had a traumatic experience.
Yeah, I guess he has.
What I want you to do is check out a different car. Not that anything's going to come of it, but when he leaves here, I want you on his tail, okay?
You think maybe...
I don't think anything, Joe. I just said that I'm checking all possibilities, all right?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, man, about time. It's real spooky around here. Real spooky.
Yeah, I bet.
Still sealed.
Thank you.
Man, I'm glad to get rid of that. Temptation was getting too much.
I can get behind that.
We did a real nice job for you, huh?
Yeah?
You know, I was just thinking about the money we talked about. Well, getting bailed out, you know, that's gonna cost me a lot. And I'm probably gonna have to spend 6 or 8 months in the slammer, you know?
You want some more money?
I figure maybe an extra grand. I mean, if it's okay with Mr. Carbo.
You know, as a matter of fact, Mr. Carbo said to give you a bonus.
He did. Wait!
Hey, Bill. So far, he's gone to a dry cleaner's and a supermarket.
And he's on his way to the mall now.
Well, that's not exactly what I'd call suspicious. But you better stay with him, Joe. I tell you, he's a pretty smart guy. That's about what I'd do if I were trying to throw somebody off the track.
Hey, what about a relief, buddy?
Yeah, I just dispatched a car out there. When they get there, you guys go home. Hey, Joe, listen, these guys are from homicide, and they're stretched pretty thin over there. Means you and Pete are gonna have to be on the job first thing in the morning. I hear Barbara. It's a pretty early riser.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, Bill. Well, so far, all he's bought is what any good housewife would buy.
What does he want with pantyhose?
Seriously, Bill, it doesn't look very promising, I'll tell you.
Barbara.
Lawrence?
That's it.
Let's see. He took 2 classes in the spring semester last year. Sociology 1A and Psychology 132. Do you want his grades, Sergeant?
No, thanks.
He got an A in sociology.
Oh, good.
Does he work in the ghetto?
No.
Oh, because I think all cops, I mean police officers that work in the ghetto, they should take sociology courses. That's how they learn about people.
I'll pass it along. Do you have the list of all the other students that were in those classes?
Mm-hmm. Anyone in particular?
Yes, C-A-R-B-E-A-U, Angela Carbo.
Hey, Bill. I hate to tell you this, but he just went in Carbo's house.
Thanks, Pete. Barbara just went into Carbo's house.
just want to say goodnight.
Oh, I was just going to come inside to talk to you. To ask you to forgive me.
Oh? Let's see. You don't look pregnant. You didn't wreck your car. What'd you do?
I thought maybe you were guilty. Even after they threw it out of court, I wasn't sure. I mean, really sure. Now I am.
Why? I mean, why not yesterday or tomorrow? Why not?
Oh, I've just been standing out here thinking, and a few minutes ago I decided you couldn't have done it.
Because I'm such a nice guy?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Anyway, now I feel ashamed that I even had any doubts at all.
Well, I think about my friends and the troubles they have. The kids run around all the time. They sleep around. They don't listen. They treat their parents with contempt. But not you. No, not you. Oh, yeah, you almost went off the deep end once a year ago there, but that turned out okay. You're the most wonderful daughter a man ever had. I thank God for you.
Night.
Jeff, she's not coming home tonight.
Sure she's not coming home?
No, not for a couple hours. She went out with Dave, and they were gonna break up, and so Dave thought that maybe they should be together.
Okay, you made your point. I thought you said she wasn't coming back.
Well, I didn't think that she was.
Judy Lawson?
Yes?
I'm from the police department. I'd like to talk to you.
Hey, look, we were just,
We were just studying.
Is it all right if I come in?
Sure.
listen, Judy, I'll see you later, huh?
What did you want?
It's about Angela Carbo.
Is she okay?
She's fine. You were roommates?
Yeah, until she quit school and went back to live with her father.
Could we sit down? Tell me something. Were you very close friends?
Yes. What did you want to know about Angela?
I want to know.
Yeah, we got the goods, Mr. Carbo. And the bonus has been paid.
No problems?
No, sir. Stuff's in the warehouse behind the grill.
Bring it back here.
Here?
Yeah, somebody might break into the warehouse. Somebody who knows how we make a living.
Well, isn't that kind of risky? I mean, keeping it right here in the house?
The safest place there is. The cops have been burned once. They haven't got enough to get another warrant.
When do you want it?
Bring it back tonight. Stash it in the garage. Bring me, maybe half a pound.
You got a buyer tonight?
No, not exactly. I got a cellar.
Okay. We got everything except proof. Carbo had Astro set up the heist. This is where the junk was returned.
Hid it in the trunk. Well, well, well.
Carbo's boys had him killed to keep him quiet, huh?
Effective way to shut a man up, isn't it?
Really?
You know, as a kid, I used to work in the oil fields. Let's go.
I didn't know that, Bill.
Hey, Ben. Find anything hard, holler. As of now, Larry, nobody outside our unit knows. I hope you can clear this up. That way nobody else will ever know.
Go ahead.
Okay. What about Angela Carbo?
We used to go out with her. You even talked about getting married.
Yeah, we went together for a while.
How did it break up?
Or did it?
Her father convinced her cop wasn't good enough for her. Didn't make enough money.
Well, I guess he was right about the second part.
Anyway, she's an only child. They're very close. And when he talks, she listens.
I thought you said you didn't know Carbo.
Sergeant, I didn't know him before we made the bust. Never saw him. I don't even think he knew my last name. Look, Angela and I, we'd go somewhere, my apartment usually. I think she's still got the key.
You stopped seeing her?
8 or 9 months ago.
But you were in her car the afternoon before the hearing.
She heard that I was one of the arresting officers, and she wanted to know what was going on.
What'd you tell her?
I was non-committal. I didn't want to hurt her. I thought the courts could handle it better.
Have you seen her since?
No.
Then it must have been Carbo you went to see because you were at their house yesterday.
You really did a job on me, huh?
We had to, Larry.
Okay, let's talk about the heroin. Wait. Yeah, Crowley. Yeah, he's here. Well, then I guess you better send him in. A couple of guys from Internal Affairs. They want to have a talk with you.
I thought you said you didn't tell anybody.
They didn't.
No, neither did I.
Come on in. Sergeant Thaler and Rodriguez.
Pepper, I think you know your constitutional rights.
Yeah, I got them memorized.
A narc who works out on the west side, he got a phone call last night. Anonymous, that goes without saying, but the caller said that you tried to sell him some heroin.
He what? Could have been a psycho. Somebody with a grudge. Anybody. But we gotta check it out. Now, we'd like permission to search your car and your apartment.
Be my guest.
There it is.
Here's what we've been looking for.
He was gone before I got there. He just turned in his badge and took off.
Well, I'll call him tonight and apologize for suspecting him.
Then you know it was a frame, too.
Sure was a frame. Think he'd be stupid enough to leave the stuff in his car and then practically beg 2 cops to go search it? The guy was telling the truth all the way.
And Carbo planted the heroin to get Larry off his back.
You got it.
Why didn't the chief get it?
He probably did. What's he gonna do? He had no other choice. He had to suspend him.
What if the investigation doesn't clear him? It's possible, you know.
Yeah, I know. But Pep, what are we gonna do? We got no leads, no nothing.
One lead. It might, just might, open a Pandora's box. Angela.
Hello? Carbo? It's Larry Barber. I just want to let you know I'm not a cop anymore. We took care of that, so now I can play by your rules. And mister, that's exactly what I intend to do.
What? Now look, wait a minute. Look, Hello? Barber. He's been suspended.
Serves him right. Cops should know better than to sell dope.
I think I made a mistake.
What about Barber?
He wasn't a threat before, just a nuisance. I mean, now he's gone crazy. He doesn't have a rule book in his pocket. There's no telling what he might do. He might even come gunning for me.
And you want us to get him first?
Don't tell me the details till it's all over, and don't blow it. Right now, I'm going home.
Dr. Jack Matoff, please report to the 3rd floor east.
All right, Jack, Wednesday night. But please, casual. I'm not in the mood for dressing up. Okay, see you. Bye.
Miss Carbo.
Ah, yes, Sergeant. You're a little early.
Yes, I am.
What did you want to see me about?
Is there someplace we could talk?
Dr. Frank Gleskin.
Have you heard from Larry in the last few hours?
Please. Dr. Frank Gleskin.
Oh, you know about Larry. No, I haven't heard from him.
He's been suspended. He may face criminal charges.
For what?
They found half a pound of heroin in his car.
Oh, no. Larry would never do that.
He didn't. The heroin was planted.
And you think my father did it? I don't believe you.
Miss Carbo, your father's been very, very good to you. What else do you know about him?
Well, let's see. He stands about 6'2", weighs about 180 pounds.
About his past.
Go on.
He came out here about 12 years ago from Newark, New Jersey. That was
I know that much.
That was right after a Senate hearing on organized crime. It forced him to close his bookmaking operation.
Dr. Pollard.
That's not true.
Dr. Pollard.
Angela, ever since your father was a young kid, he's been involved in mob activities. 5 arrests, 1 conviction, suspended sentence.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't want to. I know you care very, very much about your father. But we care about Larry, too. And I think you do.
All right, so my father did some things he shouldn't have. But that was a long time ago. You said that yourself.
He was involved in bookmaking out here.
Bookmaking's not the
4
worst
years
thing in the
ago,
world.
he set up the import company. Now, he made a lot of trips. Some of them were perfectly legitimate. 2 years ago, he went to Hong Kong, and that's where he made his connection. We have names, dates, places. We know the people he was dealing with there and here. Then we got the real evidence. 12 pounds of heroin. Your father had it set up so it would be stolen just before a hearing. And to protect himself, he planted some of it in Larry's car. Now, Angela, if Larry's career is ruined and he goes to prison, it will be your father who put him there. I'm sorry.
Don't touch me. Don't you dare touch me. Papa, I trusted you, and you lied to me.
Okay, I bring the stuff in, I sell it. It's dirty money, but it's just as good as the other kind. And besides, if I didn't do it, somebody else would.
I don't care about somebody else.
Baby, look, will you listen to me? Will you give me that much?
Since the day your mother died, the happiest day in my life, that was the day I opened the business. You believe that? That was the first time ever I was straight. I was respectable. A couple of years later, everything went bust. Everything I had, that's not important. Everything I got for you, everything that I wanted for you, they were gonna take it away.
You did this all for me.
For who else? Your mother's gone. I don't give a mistress. I don't gamble. Oh, baby, I see you dressed like a princess, driving that fancy car, going to the tennis club, taking trips to Europe. The daughter of a slum kid from Newark. For who else?
Papa, I'm leaving.
What do you mean? Where are you gonna go?
Back to Larry before you destroy him completely.
Larry,
I think you know the name, Larry Barba.
Larry,
I'll be back for my things later. Goodbye.
Angela, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Listen.
Heroin ripoff.
You're about one step away from jail, my friend. You dig what I'm saying?
Your voice.
All right, now what I want is the street talk on a heroin ripoff.
You try putting that bottle
That's right.
down.
Any large amounts of heroin hit the streets, I want to know about it right away. Right?
You sick, huh?
I know about that.
You breaking my heart.
Some kids with a couple of joints.
I want you to get out of that crib and get on the street, you understand?
Talk about a
And
heroin
I'll expect a call within an hour.
So he planted maybe half a pound in Larry's car. Where's the rest of it?
Well, it ain't out on the street because we'd have heard.
At his warehouse?
You think he's going to be that foolish again?
I don't know. You think he'd keep it at his own home?
Well, that's a possibility. In fact, that's a probability.
Yeah.
He'd want to keep it close by, sure.
Well, it's no good, though, Pep. We don't have enough probable cause for another warrant.
What if we asked for a permissive search?
Not a chance.
But if he thought we might get the warrant, there's a chance he might panic.
And move the stuff.
Mm-hmm. While under surveillance. What do you think?
I like it.
Let's try.
Why not?
It's all been taken care of.
You mean Barba is dead?
No, but he soon will be. But we got into his apartment, and we put a bomb in the refrigerator. And when he
Refrigerator?
comes-
Come on.
What's wrong?
Come on!
What's going on?
You're the cop, Barba. We gotta get to his place. There's a bomb.
How do you know that?
They put it there. My daughter's gone there. Please.
Okay, get in. Joe, Pete, stay with these guys. We'll radio for black and white.
Turn around. Spread them.
Put your hands on the trunk. Come on. Spread your legs out.
Hey, wait a minute.
Put him out.
Man, you ain't gonna stick us with this. I'll make one hell of a statement. We ain't gonna be the fall guys.
Harris, who was it?
A girl, 19. She was the only one in the apartment. Carbo was her name. It said on the driver's license. Angela Carbo.
Hey, Harris.
Larry.
What happened?
There was a bomb intended for you. I'm sorry.
businesswoman.
Chief wants us to find out where the stuff's coming from before half the speed freaks in the city are wiped out.
24 one-pound bags of pure speed.
Street value of about $500,000.
I left a young girl with a sheet over her face this morning, and I'm in no mood.
Listen, I'm in trouble. I warned you not to go off with those dope addict friends of yours.
I ain't gonna have no two-bit junkie ripping off my speed.
All right, let's hit him now.
Music. Nobody but me. In there! In there! You boys! Turn down that trash, you hear? You want me to call the police?
Roger Wilkins?
Yes?
I'm Sergeant Anderson. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
I talked to some cops this morning. I don't know what else I can tell you.
They said you were upset and they didn't want to press you, but it's very important, Roger.
Come in.
Thank you.
I was just packing Billy's things to give them to his family.
Were you roommates for a long time?
2 years, ever since we got here.
It's a long time.
Long enough to get to know someone real well, not really know him at all. I mean, I tried a few things, but I never got into anything like heavy. I guess that's okay to say to a cop.
It is. To me.
Man, I never seen such great looking speed. Look at that. Hey, Laura, come give us a hand. Hey, what's the matter, babe?
It's these two kids.
Well, we killed them, huh?
Yes.
Hey, look, we didn't kill anybody. Look, people overdose every day. It's not our fault. Come on, we don't even know if it was our stuff. I mean, it's not like we're the only source in town. How about a little help from the prettiest chick I've ever seen, huh?
Put a knife to thy throat if thou be given to cursed appetites. For the morsel thou eatest shalt thou vomit up.
Hey, come on. Listen, it's like we're the liquor business, you see? They distill it and people drink it. Now, if somebody drinks too much and gets behind the wheel of his car and kills himself, are they responsible? Huh?
But booze is legal. What we're doing isn't.
Hey, come on, that's ether. You want to blow us up? Man, she's spaced out. She doesn't understand nothing.
Yeah.
How's it coming?
Fine. She'll bring it in later this afternoon when she checks in.
What does it look like? Well, I don't like to brag, but it happens to be the best looking stuff we've ever made. Stay on it. Right. Come on. Let's get it finished.
Marty, don't make me mule that stuff.
Why? Because some faceless, nameless nobody might OD?
Maybe. And look, I don't want to get busted.
Oh, honey.
I mean, the cops are probably all over the place.
Ball and bleed. Ball and bleed. That's all you ever do.
Marty,
no,
you
loosen
stop
up.
it, stop it, please.
Listen up. Oh, man, listen. My little lady's just a little... She's a little downer. She's gonna be all right. Hey, she's gonna be all right.
The speed. Do you know where he was getting it?
No.
No hint? Nothing that can help us? Your friend is dead, Roger. He's dead.
He never said. I never asked. His mother and father, I expect them in a few minutes. If it's okay with you.
Oh. All right.
About the speed.
Mm.
I want you to believe me.
I do.
Hi, Sarge. Pull up a hood.
How you doing, Hooper?
Anybody ever tell you you look absolutely smashing?
The head of Scotland Yard every time he phones me for advice. No thanks. When are you ever going to clean this thing?
Well, maybe never. I don't want to find out what's under all the dirt. So, what do you know?
That's my question.
As soon as I'm on to anything, you're the first blonde I call.
Come on, Hooper. This is serious. 7 people are dead.
Yeah. Talk is it's a new operation. They're turning out some real heavy junk. But I haven't been able to score any. Yet. Sarge, am I alone on this?
No, we got some other people working on it, but so far nothing.
Sarge, you don't need any other hustlers. If it's out there, I'll find it. Have I ever let you down?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is she?
She ain't there yet. What's the matter? The old lady, she didn't show. Yeah, it's Marty.
That two-bit chick of yours, when'd she leave?
About an hour ago. Come on, Ralph, give her a break. She'll be there.
She should have been here a half hour ago. She split.
Maybe she had an accident, huh?
Don't give me any accident. There was no accident. Now, does she have any friends down here?
No, it's just a sister up in San Francisco, but that's the last place she'd go. Look.
Now, you look, pal. You better find her, you understand? I ain't gonna have no two-bit junkie ripping off my speed. That's worth $100 grand.
All right, we'll work our way back down to the bar.
Yeah.
That Bible reading tramp of yours.
Cool it, huh?
She really broke it
Come
off.
on, cool it! She probably split because you roughed her up.
Hey, wait, don't lay any of the stuff on me. She probably quit because she didn't know any better.
Busted.
Huh?
What if she did get busted?
Yes, I'd like to place a call to San Francisco. The number is 555-8834. Hello? Hello?
Who is this?
Betty? Hi, this is Lara.
How are you?
What do you want, Lara? Oh, I was just thinking about you, and I decided to call.
How are you doing?
Just fine.
Is your apartment okay? Comfortable?
It's fine.
Hey, Bet, did you ever get that new couch you said you wanted? I think you said it was pale blue.
Lara, I'm busy. I have to go. Listen, I'm in trouble, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to hear it. I need your advice. You wouldn't listen to me when I warned you not to go off with those dope addict friends of yours.
Please, why should you?
Listen to me now.
But look, you don't understand what's happened.
I can't help you, Lara.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Goodbye.
Betty, wait. I don't have anyone else to turn to.
Well, if you haven't forgotten how, you might try praying. Goodbye.
Have you completed your call?
Well, we got a lead at a plant called Glasser Laboratories. It seems as if certain key chemicals have, how did the man say it, Joe?
Dwindled away mysteriously.
Any ideas how?
Well, it looks like somebody takes them out of the security area during the day and comes back for them at night. Crab. Pep, you get
The Becky special.
over there.
Thanks. What about suspects?
What's a Becky special?
Cream cheese, onion, and ketchup.
Suspects is, too many people have access. We really couldn't pinpoint any one person.
Inside job.
Yeah, that's it.
Cream cheese, onion, and ketchup?
And potato salad. That's what makes it work. Well, it's a lot more interesting than pastrami on whole wheat.
Any extra mustard?
Yeah, right here. Extra mustard.
Thank you. Okay. Tonight, you guys stake out the plant. Pep and I are going to hit some of the valley hangouts.
What'd you get, Pete?
I got Royster's Fantasy.
Peanut butter.
Yes, nestling comfortably on a bed of lettuce. That's what makes it work.
What makes you work, Pete?
Shipping. Mr. Allen, it's for you.
Shipping, Allen.
I got a rush order. Tonight, I got an important deadline to meet.
Tomorrow. It's too late to make my usual arrangements for today. And Brooks, I'll need some extra consideration this time.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means the doctor has lined up a donor for my daughter. They're getting set for surgery. I'll have to have an extra couple of thousand.
You bring in a good load. We'll talk.
You need me. My daughter needs this operation.
Okay. Okay, you got it. But you're gonna owe me one, you hear?
We looked everywhere, not a trace.
I am meeting a guy in an hour for the biggest deal I ever set up, and I'm supposed to tell him what? I can't deliver?
Hey, it's not our fault, Ralph.
You should have brought the stuff over yourself instead of that ding-a-ling broad. I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna look in every dive, every movie house, every bar, every coffee shop. You're gonna find her.
Don't get pushy, Ralphie. Nobody elected you boss.
I elected me boss when I set you dummies up in business. I made the deals. I got the chemicals.
Look, let's all relax, huh?
You're crazy.
We need each other, right?
Right.
And we're losing sight of the problem now, aren't we? Right?
All right.
All right. Look, we'll go out and hunt some more.
But I tell you, you blow this deal, you're gonna break all records making another batch because I am not blowing this deal.
Yeah.
See, Leo?
I've seen everything. Boys, girls playing together and on the same team.
Yeah. Who's winning?
We both are if you brought the merchandise.
Yeah. Hey, look. There's been a little complication. The broad that was supposed to deliver the stuff disappeared. She might have got busted. We're trying to find out.
We had a deal.
We still have a deal. Just take a little longer, that's all.
How much?
Well, if the broad doesn't show up, then we have to make another batch. It'll only take a few days.
I don't have a few days.
You're just gonna have to wait, that's all.
You don't hear so good, do you? Stalls are unhealthy.
Tell you what, give me till tomorrow morning, all right? Tomorrow morning.
9 o'clock here.
Thanks, Elio. I'll be here, 9 o'clock.
Oh, excuse me. Could you tell me where I could find some razor blades?
Yeah, of course.
They're for my boyfriend.
Injector or regular?
Regular.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
You think you could play that in C?
Be careful, Joseph. It's very slippery there.
I slipped a suit for a cup of coffee. Would you like one?
Yes.
Excuse me. Gang?
Hi.
Late. I'm sorry. How'd it go at the lab?
Well, Dillette and Poe took over for us about an hour ago.
No action?
Well, like your ordinary shutdown lab on an ordinary night. How about yourself?
Pep's been out dancing.
I think we hit 14 discotheques.
Oh, actually, it was only 10.
It feels like 14, and we got nothing.
I just had a full concert with the janitor.
We missed another one?
Well, what do you say? You wanna hit the road?
Where?
I thought maybe we'd stop off at the Miramar Ballroom and one last tango, my treat.
No thanks, my feet. How about Vinny's?
You're on. Come on, Ginger. Let's go.
I don't dig this.
Dig what?
They could be out there crawling around right now and we never know it.
You'd know it. Come on, relax, will you?
How long are we gonna be here?
Just till tomorrow, then we meet Ralph.
I don't dig that creep.
Yeah, but the money is so good.
Yeah, I guess.
Pete. Joe. Hey, take a look at this. Take care, Pep.
Is that what I think it is?
Looks like about 20 pounds.
Who made the score?
Nobody. This arrived about a half hour ago. Special delivery, addressed to narcotics.
In the mail?
Anonymous donor. Bomb squad and Leighton Prince checked it out. Nothing but dope.
This postmark. It was mailed yesterday from somewhere in the North Valley.
That's pretty big action.
Yep. I want you guys to check out all the post offices in that zip code. See if you can come up with a description of anybody who might have sent it. I gotta get down to the lab. in the van.
Let's deal. I got people waiting.
Hey, wait a minute. The money. I won't count it. I trust you.
What is this? This ain't no... Move it.
Miss Williams? She's just gonna have to come across with the money to fix it. Miss Williams? She's in there. Open up. Use your pass key.
Miss Williams?
This is some of the highest grade methamphetamine I've ever tested. Unlike other samples we've had lately, it contains tyramine.
Why do you consider it such a high grade of meth when it's killing people?
There's no filler in it. No arsenic, milk sugar, or anything like that. It's pure. And the tyramine gives it an extra boost. It's like caviar to an experienced user.
You mean it's too rich for some, huh?
Right. It overloads the heart, makes it very dangerous.
How much have we got?
24 one-pound bags of pure speed.
Street value of about $500,000.
Kimberly, for you.
Well, I bet somebody's real unhappy about losing that little package. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how much money there is in dealing with other people's misery?
Where is it? Okay, we're on our way. Listen, tell Royster and Stiles to meet us there. Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. Our men just found one of these bags next to some girl who'd slashed her wrist in a motel. They seem to think she might have sent this stuff.
She's still alive?
She's dead in hell.
Hi, Sarge. What's happening, baby?
I left a young girl with a sheet over her face this morning, and I'm in no mood. This had better be solid.
It is.
Okay. Where do we go?
Beer Bowery.
K-52, you heard the man. Let's go.
To the Bowery it is.
Okay, what we're gonna do to make it just a little bit harder on Gretchen, we're gonna add a little twist to it. So Gretchen, if you're ready, take off.
Astro, this here's Rusty.
Hey, baby. What's your sign?
Me? I'm Gemini.
The twins, right?
Waitress by day, skywriter by night.
I dig. How much flying power do you crave, Gemini?
I could use a quarter.
Mine is all in dimes, baby.
I'll take 14 dimes.
10 is the limit the first time out.
Okay. I'll take the limit.
Let me see the bread, baby.
Let me see the speed, man.
You real hip, baby.
If this is righteous stuff, I'll be seeing you.
In the stars, baby. In the stars.
What's your sign, man?
Leo.
Hey, Astro. We're police officers. You're under arrest.
Hey, man, how you dudes gonna quit dreaming? I'm Mr. Clean.
I know you are. And all that good stuff we found stashed in your spare tire is just an illusion, right?
I keep telling you, I loaned my wheel to some dude named Bobo last week. So it must be his stash.
Where do we find Bobo?
I don't know. I just see him around sometime.
What about Lara Williams? You know her?
Not a chance.
Pal, you're really stupid, you know that? Taking this fall for somebody else, that's really stupid.
Come on, man. Give a brother a break.
You know that works two ways.
Pork by any color stinks, right?
Right. And the same for dealers, brother man.
Look, if you so rat on sure, then why don't you book me? 'Cause you ain't got a case, that's why.
Oh, yeah, we got a case. You sold to a police officer. We got a case. We're just having this little chat because we want to see how cooperative you're going to be.
Look, you got nothing on me.
Is that right? Sergeant, you want to come in, please? Say hello to Sergeant Anderson.
Hi, baby. Remember these? And that is righteous stuff. Tyramine and all.
Should have known. Gemini's got two faces. Pig and undercover pig.
That's right.
You got any other stories, dealer?
Did Hooper know?
No more than you.
Look, you gonna smooth out a few bumps for me?
Well, now, it all depends on how smooth you let us make it.
Okay, man, okay. I scored at the Irish Night Bar in the North Valley. A guy named Ralph.
After you get a statement, book him. Pete, check on that bar and see who owns it.
Yeah.
See you, Leo.
Yeah, here it is. Lara Williams, Berkeley address.
22 years old. She barely looked 17.
Hmm.
What a waste.
I called up there. Nothing on the girl except one arrest for a campus sit-in a couple of years ago. Also, we checked out an old address. The manager said she hadn't lived there for a couple of years, but she remembered her as being very quiet, shy. Kept pretty much to herself.
She didn't leave much behind, did she?
Hmm?
Any relatives?
Yeah, sister. She's flying down from San Francisco to identify the body. Pep, why don't you go to the morgue and have a talk with her, okay?
Would you mind taking this one, Bill?
Poor lost kid. She asked me, begged me to help her, and I wouldn't do it.
You can't blame yourself for this. I've seen it too many times. Things just go out of control. It happens too often to too many kids.
At first, I really tried to understand Sergeant Crowley. I really did.
I'm sure you did.
But I had to draw the line somewhere.
Was it just the two of them?
Yes, sir. Our parents died when we were very young.
Both parents?
Our mother died. My father, he began to drink heavily after that and to run around with women, with tramps. And one day he just left with one.
That's rough. How old were you at the time?
Only 16. And Lara was barely 14. Oh, dear God, Lara, why?
Betty, I know how tough this is on you. But I gotta ask you these questions. And you might be able to help us, you know. You might even be able to help us save some lives. Okay?
What do you need to know?
The bar has been in operation about 6 years, and the liquor license is in the name of an individual named Ralph Brooks. He's the owner on record.
Ralph Brooks. That fits with the connection. Anything on him?
I ran him through the computer. Not even a parking ticket.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, I'm glad you didn't go.
It was tough, huh?
Yeah, she's been pretty rough on herself. I just came back from seeing Lara Williams' sister. She told me she let Lara come down here with a couple of guys from San Francisco named Marty and Sticker. She's been living with them and working. Now, you ready for this? In that bar in the North Valley that Astro told us about.
So that's her connection. Now, these two guys, any last names or addresses?
She didn't know. All she knew was the address on the envelope, which was the bar.
That bar is owned by a Ralph Brooks.
Okay. Let's stake it out and put a tail on him around the clock till we get that lab owner to know every breath he takes.
Bill?
Yeah.
How about my going to see him tomorrow as Lara's sister and trying to work into the operation?
Nope.
He might take me in just to get his feedback.
No way.
Do they know her?
No. I asked her. She said she'd never met any of them. It's too risky. I don't want you doing that.
So, when have things changed?
Okay, hotshot. But I want you wired. Also, if he doesn't buy it, I want you out of there fast.
All you'll see is smoke.
Who is it?
Betty Williams. Lara Williams' sister.
Wait a minute. Okay, come in.
Hi.
Hi.
Something the matter?
Lara,
What about her?
she mentioned your name, but she didn't give me a description, like a body count.
You're looking at it. What do you expect from a kid sister, and a jealous one at that?
Sit down.
Thank you.
Where is, Lara? I've been worried about her.
Worried about her or the stuff she ripped off? Speed. 25 pounds of it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Then it belongs to me.
Hey, wait a minute. I get excited. Now, I don't know where Lara got any stuff, but maybe I could help you sell it.
Can it? Lara told me about your little setup. She always tells her big sister everything.
Would you like a drink?
Scotch, straight.
Suppose this stuff was mine. What do you want for it?
Simple. Lara split because she wants out, but I want in. You'll never see her again.
Where's the stuff?
Safe?
Safe where?
If I tell you, you suddenly don't need me anymore.
What do I need you for, anyway?
Because I know this business. My ex ran a lab, and I learned a lot from him before he got busted. Like, for example, how much do you produce a week? How much?
Okay. About 25 pounds.
With how many chemists?
2.
You should be doing closer to 40 pounds. Of course, I can't be sure unless I were to see your setup, but it sounds to me like you're not up to capacity.
Sounds to me like you might know what you're talking about. I'll tell you what. I'm expecting a delivery in a little while. When it gets here, why don't we take a spin out to the lab? If you can show me something that'll improve the operation, I'll consider cutting you in.
That's a deal.
But first, we pick up the stuff.
What for? It's safe, I told you. We'll get it tomorrow.
Look, beautiful, I don't know that you got anything.
Okay. It's at the Valley Airport in a locker. The key is in an envelope under Lara's name at the Transcontinental counter.
All right.
50 to 52. Can you handle it?
Do hummingbirds hum?
12Y50 to 9Y60.
9Y60, go ahead.
Yeah, Brooks expects delivery tonight. Could be a chemical drop.
Roger, we've got it covered.
I'll be right back.
Fine, Mr. Allen.
9Y60 to 12Y50.
12Y50, what do you got?
Garbage truck just picked up the trash, but he kept 2 cartons from being compacted with the rest of the trash. Could be chemicals. He's getting ready to pull out now.
Okay, tail him, keep me informed.
Will do. Allen, the supervisor's getting in his car and is apparently going to follow.
Yeah, she always was an impulsive kid. I really didn't want her to come down here.
She mentioned that.
Yeah, but now I'm glad she didn't listen to me.
Who is it?
Bob Allen.
Door's open.
Your car's fixed the way you wanted, Mr. Brooks.
It's all there. Party's over. Time to get down to business.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll have time to party later. What do you need that for?
Just to protect the merchandise. Come on, let's go.
12Y50 to 9Y60. Give him a couple of miles away from the bar, then pick him up.
Roger.
You're holding a package for me, Lara Williams.
All right, Williams, let me see what I have for you. Ah, here we are.
Thank you.
We enjoy moving our tail for you.
To 52. We'll alternate taking the point. And Pete, let's keep it tight.
We're parking his trunk all the way.
Baby, this stuff is just a start. I'm making some real heavy connections to expand this operation. There's no limit to how high the profits can go.
I like a man with ambition. Things over there, Ralph.
High voltage towers or something, I don't know.
Going around them like this gives me the chills. I always have the feeling that one of them's gonna fall on my car.
52, did you get your location?
52 to 50, got it. We're headed back to those high voltage transmission lines. Over and out.
You see what I got? I not only got a new batch of chemicals, I got the stuff back that Lara ripped off.
Hey, great. Where's Lara?
Lara split back to San Francisco. Betty here's her sister. She brought the stuff back.
Hi.
I see. You plan on just standing in for her, dear?
That's right.
Good. Hey, listen, I seen the picture of Lara's sister. I don't know who this broad is, but that's not Betty Williams.
Who are you?
I'm Lara's sister.
Marty says you're nobody's sister. Who the hell are you?
You've been shooting up too much, Marty.
No, I'm sorry, baby. You're not her.
I'm Betty.
She's a cop.
Oh, come on.
Give me this thing. Why don't you take her to the lab?
Don't cut her. I got some chemicals that won't leave a trace.
All right, let's hit him now.
Come on, baby.
Police officer, drop your gun.
Stay right there, baby. You don't move.
Hey, Joe, work your way around behind the house so you can get behind him.
Got it.
Pete, see if there's a back door to that lab. We'll cover you. Listen, don't fire directly into that lab, man. There are a lot of chemicals in there.
I know.
Cover it, but don't fire into the lab.
Police! Drop your pistols, put your hands behind your head. Now!
I wasn't shooting. Check my gun. I didn't shoot.
Stand up over there, buddy.
Hey, Sourpuss. It's me. Oh, you weren't really worried, were you?
No, not a chance. It's just so heartbreaking in the new girl.
I'm sorry I kept you boys waiting. I've been a little tied up.
Don't you ever do that to me again.